Hate to tell you folks, but inflation is clawing back. Inflation under Biden has proven to be a relentless beast. After a brief slowdown, prices have begun to surge again, with the Consumer Price Index, CPI, recording a year-over-year increase of 2.7%. This uptick, fueled by premature rate cuts by the Federal Reserve, has impacted customers and consumers in numerous sectors. Electricity is up by 2.1%. Rent is an increase to 4.4%. Mortgage costs have risen by 4.9%. Car insurance, a significant jump of 12.7%. I know for a fact I'm paying an arm and a leg for a car that's probably not worth what you're paying for. And you know insurance is a racket. Water utilities increased by 5.7%. Airfare up 4.7%. Beef prices have risen 5%. Eggs, a staggering 37.5% increase. Butter up 3.6%. Milk increased by 2.2%. Beer, a 4% hike. And postage up 10.6%. And they still lose your packages. The Biden administration has consistently seen inflation exceed the Federal Reserve's target, with overall prices increasing by more than 20% during his tenure. This persistent, might be a precedent as well. This persistent inflation has not met the Federal Reserve's goal of maintaining inflation at or below 2% since February 2021, just 1 month into Biden's term. When Trump left office in January 2021, inflation was at a modest 1.4%. And I know people can complain about the C word causing problems, but a lot of it still also has to do with the leadership. Janet Yellen, the outgoing Treasury Secretary, admitted that the administration struggled with this economic challenge, stating, quote, "I am sorry we haven't made more progress. I believe the deficit needs to be brought down." Her acknowledgement does little to alleviate the financial strain felt by Americans grappling with these rising costs in their daily lives. And on a personal note, we all know what this happens. It comes with unchecked immigration, illegal immigration, people coming in here, jobs going to overseas, mismanagement in government, big business going unchecked, no loyalty when it comes to employees, unemployment not really taking care of people, and a rise of homelessness, a rise of veterans having difficulties, a rise of people who are hungry, and most people are struggling. And I'm going to tell you that comes down to even me sometimes, with taking care of my dad since my mom passed away. Bills have been, higher, and my dad's income has been cut in half because he doesn't have my mom's money anymore. I am taking care of my dad mostly full time, and I work. I try to take care of my bills and his bills, and take care of my other half's bills and everything's. And it's not easy. It's not easy, folks. And if it's not easy for me, then it's not easy for most Americans. So let's watch this video. What does the inflation rate increase mean for American consumers?
Labor Department data released Wednesday showed inflation ticked back up in October, which is what economists were expecting. The Consumer Price Index is up 0.2% from September. That's a 2.6% year-over-year increase from last October, and the first month-to-month increase since March. Something else that's increasing, the value of cryptocurrencies, particularly Bitcoin and the meme currency Dogecoin. After subtle increases throughout the year, both spiked after the election, seemingly captivating crypto investors. CBS News Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady joins us now to tell us what this all means for consumers. So, Kelly, let's start with the CPI data. What do the numbers mean for what we can afford, what we can borrow, and what does it mean for the Fed's decision on whether to raise rates again?
So basically, this means that your prices that you see, they are increasing at a little faster rate than they were before. Now, that's not good news, right? We want to see that number come down. And specifically in the CPI, we saw this with shelter. Now, that's not good news either, right? Because that's always the biggest part of our budget, our rent, our mortgage payments, all of that. Good news, grocery prices have started to come down a little bit, but they are still worse off than we saw before the pandemic.
And what does the Fed want to see? What kind of rate?
Fed wants to see 2%.
Okay.
That's the target. And so the fact that we came up at 2.6% versus 2.4, that could give them pause when they think about continuing to cut rates. This is just one data point, though. We're still going to get more inflation, more jobs report numbers before that December meeting.
What do you mean it could give them pause?
It could make them say, you know what, maybe we don't cut rates. Maybe we actually pause and we just leave them where they are until we get more economic data.
Okay. So let's talk about cryptocurrency. Bitcoin reached record highs on Tuesday. Other cryptos like Dogecoin are also seeing nominal boosts. Is this something investors should be paying attention to?
Absolutely, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. So President-elect Trump has styled himself as the pro-crypto president. That's why Bitcoin is up. Dogecoin, that's a little bit more of a meme currency, the Shiba Inu coin that Elon Musk has championed. But really, the best advice that I have gotten from investors in this space is if you are new to it, invest what you're willing to lose, because this is what we call a speculative asset class. People just sort of traded of where do we think we're going with this?
Okay. That's probably good investing advice to begin with.
Fair enough.
Yeah, just invest what you can lose. But what did the CPI data and recent crypto spikes say about the economy that President-elect Trump is inheriting?
So the CPI spike says that, look, you're inheriting a bumpy road on this fight against inflation. And of course, some of the policies that he has suggested, like tariffs, could actually make that inflation fight worse. Now, he has also said that they could be a negotiating tactic. So the verdict is out there. The crypto piece of it, it just shows that people, they want to make money, they want to invest. And, we'll see what happens there.
Kelly O'Grady, thank you so much.
Of course.
Bringing you the news that matters. It's time to do right, think right, go right, be right for America and to make the world great again. Go right with Peter Boykin, constitutionalist for liberty. Bringing you the news that matters. Do right, think right, go right, be right for America. Let's make the world great again. Tune in to Go Right News, let freedom begin.